Hi, this is Bill. I am a new bolt action player, and this is my probably fifth or sixth game ever against my friend Tim, who is playing his fifth or sixth game of bolt action ever. And I've been painting up some German Fallschirmjägers, and he has been putting together some Russians. So here we go. This is my Stug H that I've been painting up. It's a pretty cool tank. I really enjoyed painting it. I did some cool airbrushing on it, and yeah, my FJs are behind it, and we're about to do a mission. I believe it's the third mission, which is the one with the D6 plus 2 or D3 plus 2, I think it was, objectives. We ended up with 3 objectives, which you'll see on the table here in a minute. That's just another shot of my army. If you want to know what's in my army, I have my second lieutenant, and he has one extra guy with him, and they are both carrying assault rifles. Then I've got my Stug. I've got a machine gun team, and then I've got 2 units. One is a unit of 10 guys, and one of it is a unit of 9 guys. They're pretty much identical, but they have 2 Panzerfausts. They have 4 assault rifles, one being the NCO with an assault rifle, and then they have loader, and then they have a couple rifle guys in there. So yeah, that's pretty much it. 5 order dice, not a lot to work with, but hey, what do you know? It could work out. I found out that Tim, my opponent, there's my opponent Tim, he had 10 order dice, so that's quite a few compared to me. He's there looking at his list. He had a T-34 tank. He had a mortar team. He had a machine gun team with a spotter, or the mortar team had a spotter. Let's see, a sniper team, which was a pain in my butt. I think he had like 4 different small squads with machine guns in them that were inexperienced. And then he had a regular squad that had 2 Panzerfausts in it, and they were pretty great, pretty good. Got dug in. He had a inexperienced green squad that had Tank Hunter, so those guys were also pretty cool. But he had like 10 order dice. There's a close-up shot of his T-34, so he's getting that all painted up. It's looking good. And then you can see some of his regular guys in the background, his lieutenant, his second lieutenant, and then some of his inexperienced squads behind there. Alright, here's kind of a look at the entire table. We've got that road going through the center. We've got plenty of ruins. Nothing's an actual building, we're saying. Those are all difficult terrain and ruins and everything. He's got, on the other side of that building, you can't really see it that well, I'll show you later. On the left side, that large building on the other side is one of the objectives. I've got the Nazi gold in the woods there, kind of on the center left in the woods there. And then over on the right side, there's that round crates objective near the road on the right there. So those are the 3 objectives we're going after. Here's another look at my list, kind of you know, what I've got. There's my 5 orders for 750 points. By the way, I didn't say it, we're playing 750 points, so yeah, you know that now, but my bad. There's his first deployment. He just kind of we're actually running guys on the table first turn, which I also forgot to tell you. So we're running guys on the table, and neither one of us held anything in reserve, so they're just coming in as first wave. So he ran those guys on, and they're just kind of getting up there. Those are his regular guys, I'm pretty sure. His only regular unit. I think everything else is inexperienced except for his sniper is a veteran, I think. That was just an overhead look of how he moved those guys up. He got the next die because he's got 10 and I've got 5, so he's moving more guys, more inexperienced guys up into some terrain here, running them up there. There's my first move. I ran the first squad of FJs up, kind of by that objective. I kind of figured, here's an overhead shot, that I'm behind enough of that other terrain to where he's not going to really get a good shot at me, so I just kind of ran him up there and hoping he didn't get a good angle on me. I ran my on the bottom right of this, that's actually those two running there is actually my second lieutenant squad, so they're moving up right next to him. Then Tim moved up, more of his inexperienced guys kind of running up towards that objective. There's kind of an overhead shot. He's running in more and more stuff, so I kind of just skipped a lot of doing every single move because he's just moving guys in. He moved in his command squad, which is back in that towards the top of the table in that ruin, and then he moved his mortar team in just right into that woods, and then he moved another squad on behind that building on the right. He moved in his T-34, and then he was going to take a pot shot at my guys, which he did, but he aimed at my command squad and then he missed, so I was lucky there. He didn't end up blowing them up. So there's kind of that shot across the table. You can see kind of he shot across there trying to pick off got a little bit of an angle on my command squad, but luckily didn't kill my second lieutenant. I advanced onto the table with my Stug, and then I thought, hey, I'll try and shoot back at his tank. So there's kind of a look at what I did. I rolled a 5, which I was kind of debating with him. Not really debating with him. I was debating with myself because he was ready to go along with anything. Tim's a great sport. But I advanced up into those woods, and then I took a shot at him. And then if you look at this picture, that's kind of what we've got for my line of sight. I was like, well, I could see, if you look at like the position of my tank in this picture to his tank, and if you get right behind it, I'm really not getting much cover because he's not up against those crates or that those, we'll just say they were like concrete blocks. So that would have been hard cover, but I could see like 3/4 of his tank without a problem. So I was like, well, I don't think I get cover. But what I did think was, because I moved into those woods, I was like, I probably need a 6 at that point because I moved into that cover, if not 7. So I rolled a 5, and I was just like, I'm not going to take the hit on the 5 because I'm pretty sure driving into the woods and then shooting out of it is going to be really difficult to do for them. So that team and that tank. So anyway, that's how that ended up. I could have cheated and taken the hit, but I'm pretty sure that would have been cheating because I don't think that you can drive into the woods and shoot that well. Otherwise, maybe I did hit, but whatever. It was our learning game, so I said, nah, I didn't hit. Yeah, this is kind of where my guys are at the end of the turn 1. My guys are kind of around that objective, the first objective with the Nazi gold. The second objective, there's a shot of it on the other side of that building, and his squads are kind of closing in on it. And the third objective, nobody's anywhere near it, but it looks like we're going to have plenty of Soviets and plenty of, hopefully, Germans around it soon. Alright, so there's another shot of that, and kind of where my machine gun team ran up into those ruins right there to try and get some cover and keep him away. Which you'll see in the following turns. His mortar team really likes my machine gun team for some reason. So, alright, here's the next turn. He ran his guys up next to a building here on the right hand side. There's another shot of where they kind of are in relation to the table. He's just running up the side there trying to outflank me with that inexperienced squad. That was his free squad of Russians. They're like the green, super inexperienced guys. So I was like, well, those guys could be trouble, but I don't know exactly. You know, there's 12 of them, I think, and I could probably shoot them up pretty good if I stay in cover and use my veterans to the best of my ability, but we'll see. The next thing he did was try to range in with his mortar team right here on my machine gun team, but he rolled a 5, or no, actually he rolled a 1. So he needed a 6, and he rolled a 1, and he missed, so my machine gun team was safe. His sniper took a pot shot at my unit over here. Actually, one thing I wanted to show you was these guys, or one thing I should talk about is these two units. I did a snap 2 with my second lieutenant and moved my guys up into that objective on an advance from both of them. But then his sniper decided to shoot at my team, and he missed, I think. Yeah, so... yeah, my other unit did an advance. I was getting dice like crazy, apparently. And we just kind of moved up into the woods there, and I think I took a couple pot shots at his inexperienced guys here. They went up there, shot at those guys, and I think I killed one and did a pin, so that was pretty great. Then his commander, I think, went down, his second lieutenant. My Stug took a shot at his T-34. I'm pretty sure I missed, but yeah. Actually, I think I hit. I rolled a 5 and hit. But I think what I did was I penetrated, and then I rolled a 1, so he was just shaken, so he just went down. So I pinned it and did the absolute worst results on my penetration test. So so he was pretty much just going down that turn, which was good, but I was hoping I could make it explode, and I'll probably pay for it later. Here's his a nice shot of his inexperienced troops that are in there. They advanced into the ruins and took some shots at my dudes, which was a bummer. He's shooting at me over there, but I think he missed. Yeah, he missed. Then these guys took some shots at me and missed, I'm pretty sure. These guys were advancing up around the other side there to try and get to my objective and kill me, which is, I'm going to have to dig in there. I actually did a fire order on this machine gun team over to his guys there. I think I pinned him, but I don't think I killed anybody. I don't think I did, but I pinned him at least. Yeah, so then he put those guys on ambush, I'm pretty sure. Actually, I think he did shoot at him that turn. Maybe he gave him a fire order. Because he had range of 36 inches barely to that guy, my NCO there on the end. He had 36 inches barely to that guy, and he took a shot, and then he pinned him. Which was like, oh, dang it. And here's the kicker, is he hit twice and killed 2 guys, even though he had range to 1 guy, which was loads of fun. So anyway, just killed 2 of my dudes with that machine gun, which is kind of funny because I think the first 3 turns we forgot that his inexperienced squads were +1 to hit because they're inexperienced. So I think he was just hitting like they were regular soldiers, which I was like, man, why is my stuff dying so easily? You're just lighting them up. And then we realized, oh yeah, he probably would have needed like 7s to hit me, or at least 6s. So anyway, but those 2 guys died because you can't retroactively go back and make guys go back to life after you forget that it's 1 harder to hit them. But it's our learning game. It was fun. He's lighting up Nazis and made him happy. So anyway, there's the status of the board after that turn. It looks like I've got 1 objective, but up here he's kind of around that objective, but he hasn't moved up into it. He's got enough squads there. I was just like, okay, he's gonna get there towards the end. I'm sitting on top of this objective here, kind of got that secured for now, and then the other objective is still anybody's game over there. He's definitely closer to it though, so that worries me. All right, and then yeah, his mortar, I think the first thing in the next turn, I think turn 3, he's lighting me up with his mortar team, and they missed my machine gun team again. So now he's hitting them on 4s next turn. I think he rolled a 1 again, which poor Tim, he couldn't range in to save his life. He just kept rolling 1s with that mortar team. But my machine gun team was happy. All right, so I fired. I gotta die after that, and then I fired and shot at his tank, which you know, I missed. So that sucks. His tank just sits there and laughs at me. Then I put my machine gun team on ambush because apparently he's got 10 dice and I've got 5, and I'm getting dice. It's weird, but I'm okay with it. Then he got a die, and he actually had to go down with his inexperienced squad because I had pinned them and they failed their check. So that was good for me. Then he fires with his sniper. The sniper was the bane of my existence this game because he picked out my machine gunner, my light machine gun in my squad over here, and sniped him. So he's dead. That was a bummer. So now they're pinned and their machine gun's dead, and I know who my next casualty is going to be, Mr. Loader. Then he shot some more at them with another unit, and yeah, that unit right there, and they killed 2 more of me because I keep forgetting that they're inexperienced and they should be hitting on one harder than they are, but that's okay. I'm just getting lit up. He shot at this other squad here, and I think he pinned him. Or I decided to go down because he was lighting him up, and I didn't want him to die. Because I think he was going to hit on... Because we were still forgetting that he was inexperienced, so at that point he hadn't moved, and he was in... his machine gun was within 18 inches, so it would have been just hitting on 4s. So I went down because I was like, well, I don't want to die. I'm really glad I went down anyway, because he was rolling like 5s and 4s like crazy. So, and then he's moving his dudes around the corner here. Gonna take some pot shots at me. Trying to get up near my objective and outflank me. So there we go. He's shooting me, lighting me up, killing guys, bumming me out. There's kind of a status of the board right there. Trying to hang on to that objective while the Russians close in. The regular Russians for turns 1, 2, and 3. He put those guys on ambush this turn. Last turn he fired at me. This turn he put it on ambush. So, all right. And then there's a shot of that. You know, he's off in the distance, and my guys are sitting there pinned down while he waits with his machine gun on ambush, or his light machine gun. All right. Then he moved his machine gun team up to try and get a better shot on me later. Just so he can light me up. Alright, so there's a shot of my my guys there on the objective again. And then his team's coming around the corner. Alright, I moved my command squad up into the kind of the middle of where everything was going on there. Moved my command squad up, and I think they took some pot shots over there and pinned those guys, but I don't think they killed anybody because I can never kill anybody. I roll 1s and 2s, and he's rolling 5s and 6s on all of his to kill rolls. So it's like super rough for me at this point, but it's funny too. His tank, I believe, tried to shoot back at me, and then it got pinned. So, or it went down because he failed his check, which was great for me because I can just keep pinning him until I kill him, hopefully. And so there's the status of the board right now. I'm just kind of hanging on both sides with, you know, my 5 whole squads in this game, my 5 whole orders, and trying to make the most out of them. Yeah, there's objective 1 with the gold and the Germans. There's the barrels of beer, I'm assuming, kegs of beer, that the Russians are going after. And then there's more kegs of beer that are anybody's game. So the next turn, I gave this team an advance order. Yeah, he has a... I wanted to advance into these ruins, right? So I wanted to get up there, and... he had that machine gun team across the way on ambush, and that's kind of a shot of them like peeking over that they're in the corner, peeking through that window. That machine gunner is ready to light me up, and so he went to go ahead and fire on me, and I think he ended up missing, which was great. But then he got a die, and he got his sniper to shoot at me, and guess what he did with his sniper? He already got the machine gunner out of the other team, so he went ahead and lit up this team and shot the machine gunner out of that team. So I'm now without any light machine guns. Thanks a lot, Tim. Your sniper, I don't like him. He's a bummer. He's not invited to my birthday party. Anyway, so that happened. I advanced up in there. And yeah, I'm pretty sure I took some shots at something, but I don't know what it was. Anyway, he's now hitting me on... He was hitting me on 4s this turn, and I think his mortar rolled another 1. His poor mortar team couldn't hit me, so now he's hitting on 3s. At this point, I'm like, I'm going to move my machine gun team because they're going to die next turn, so... he went down with these guys because they failed their check. So his regular dudes failed their check here. They're hanging out in those ruins. He actually moved out in the open to me over here, which was good for me, bad for him, but he's trying to get a good angle and shot on my guys over here on the objective. So I don't know what exactly Tim was thinking, but I think he regretted it after. I think he was like, oh well, we're learning. I had made a decision to shoot at them, I think, after this move, so we both did stupid things here, which was hilarious because I've got like 2 or 3 pins on these guys, and I think by the time I shot at them I had at least 3 pins on them. And so when I actually passed my order, I was like hitting him on 7s anyway. So we're both shooting at each other, slap fighting over here. But anyway, he shot at me, and yeah, I don't know if he killed anybody or not, but I think he put a pin on me at least. His machine gun decided to fire on me, and then I fired back, and I hit a bunch, and then I only killed 2 guys, because here's my roll, because I need 3s to kill, right? So, you know, that's great. What is that? 7 dice, and I roll 2 kills? That's great. Super awesome. So, there's his team. There's his team after they get killed, and then 2 squads, because my command team also got to shoot, because I did a snap 2 order, so they got 2 pins out of it. And my command, or my second lieutenant, and my squad that was sitting there were only able to kill 2 guys. And they should have probably lit up that whole team. Oh well, what are you gonna do? Alright, his tank shot at me and missed. Here's my Stug sitting there like, what's up? My paint job is awesome, and you missed. That's what happens. Actually, I'm not done with it. I still got to do some detail work, but I'm pretty happy with the way it's turning out. I like my Stug. He's awesome. He never has to take turret checks. Take that. Alright, so I shot back, and then I rolled awesome. I think this is my penetration roll when I shot back at his T-34. So he got the double damage or whatever because I totally blew him up. And then look, I rolled a 4 and a 5, so I finally totally exploded. And there's my Stug all like happy. He's like, I just lit you up. Boom! Take that, T-34, you're dead. So Stug wins, T-34 loses. Congratulations to Mr. Stug. Alright, and then here's his inexperienced guys. They're shooting at me again. Super killed a bunch more, or 2 more of my guys. I don't know if we were remembering if they were minus or plus 1 to hit at this point or not. I'm just losing guys, so whatever. I think I'm down to 4 guys there, so that's a bummer. Hoping they don't die. Also, I don't know if you noticed my machine gun team there. They did move over to get in a better firing position because, and also to get away from that mortar because the mortar was spotted on that location. So I had to get 2 inches outside of that bubble so I didn't get mortared in the face. So they just moved to a different position so that they could fire on anybody going after that objective on the right side near the road. There's the objective number 1, or number 2, I can't remember what it is, but anyway, the objective on his side of the table, and I had been kind of reminding Tim, I was like, dude, you got to play for the mission, because you're nowhere near that objective, and you don't want to forget about it, buddy, and he's just like, I'm just having fun killing Germans, and I'm like, alright, that's cool, learning game, whatever. Alright, and so here are my FJs just hanging out on that objectives, and because they like gold, and here are the Russians, and they are closing in, but I'm trying to also close in with my FJs. They're just getting absolutely peppered with bullets, so I'm hoping that now that the T-34 is dead, I can move up the road, because roads are something that you can move up really quick. Maybe light up some of his guys and clear the path for my squad that's barely hanging on there. Okay, so the next turn, I draw the first die, and I try my darndest to do something with the squad, but they fail their check because they're really pinned badly. So they just go down. Yeah, his other guys over here, I'm pretty sure they try to shoot at me, but then they go down because they fail their check. So we're both whiffing, failing like crazy. Then he gets another die, and he shoots at me with his machine gun team. He just pinned me down really bad. I'm happy with that he didn't actually kill anybody. because he was doing a lot earlier. Then he tried to range in on my tank, I believe. Or no, he tried to range in on my squad again, on my machine gun team, now that they moved. But he missed. As usual, he rolled a 1. But they're safe. Another inexperienced squad is moving around the corner to get me. Over here, this was me trying to rally this squad that has 3 pins on it. And being that is version 2 rules, which is, you know, it's all new to me, but apparently you roll on your maximum order test or leadership or whatever the heck you call it in this game, which is a 10 for my veterans. And what do? I roll a freaking 11, so I go down. Alright. His sniper's all like, ha ha ha, I've killed both your machine guns, so he just lights me up while I'm down. And apparently you can just kill whoever, even when they're down. They don't get any modifiers, so he's hitting on 3s. Luckily he missed that time though. This is me rolling my Stug up. I was like, I'm going up the road. So I rolled up the road, and then I decided to unload on his dudes in that building right up there, closest to the objective. So I lit into him, and I ended up pinning him with my machine gun, which was great. And I think I killed a guy, but I killed a guy and pinned him. So yay! Here I am. I actually, this is why my machine gun team were superheroes this game. They fired and they also pinned and shot them up, which was great. Actually, I think they just pinned this turn. I don't want to give a spoiler away, but next turn they might be superheroes. Anyway, his squad of the super inexperienced green free guys that cost no dollars moved up into this ruins and started taking pot shots at my dudes. So I went down at one point, or I was already down, so I think he missed because I failed my order check. So this is me shooting at his squad with just my command squad, because my other squad tried to rally and went down. So my command squad really lit him up and killed him down to a man over here on the left side, and he was down to 1 guy. He had 3 pins on him and he failed his order check and ran away. So I killed another unit. Hooray! So my command squad, my little second lieutenant, actually got me a victory point, or, you know, got me another unit destroyed. So I've killed a T-34 and I killed a unit of guys. So that's 2 for me, none for him so far. Yay! Alright, and yeah, so hanging on to this objective, wiping out guys that are coming after me. There's kind of an overlook of the board. With his T-34 out of the way, he does have some Panzerfaust in that, it's that building on the left center there on the top. He does have a couple Panzerfausts in there, but I do have Scherzen on the sides of my Stug, so I'm not too worried about it. He might roll out there and try to kill me, but then I'll just turn machine gun him to death. And there's objective his side, the objective on his side. He's within 3, so he's got that one. I've got this one with the gold, of course. And then my tank can't really can't contest this, I don't think. He can just hang out there and prevent people from coming out after it. But, you know, I've got a tank there, so that's good. Alright, and there's kind of a look at, hey, guys are coming around the corner after me. Alright. And then there's some shots of my 4 FJs trying to hold off all the Russians. Alright, the next turn I got the first order die, which was pretty great. So I used my Stug and I decided to take shots at his dudes in the bunker over there, the ruins. So I think I did another pin to him and ended up pinning them down a little bit. I don't think I may have killed a guy. They're down to 4 guys. Then I got the next order die, which is insane because, you know, I have way less order dice than he does, but I'm okay with it. So I decided to use my machine gun team to fire. And I ended up killing 2 more guys in his squad with the machine gun team, which was awesome. So I got him up to 4 pins, killed 2 more guys. He had to check, and he rolled an 8. So guess what? I killed another squad. Sweet. 3-0. Woo! Alright, so yeah, machine gun team, superheroes, great job. Here's just kind of a shot of my Stug and my FJs as he's kind of rolling up the road there, going after the Russians. Kind of a cool shot. I'm really proud of my tank because I painted it and yay. Alright, and so then I'm pretty sure, yeah, I don't know what's going on here, but whatever. Oh, he's rolling around the corner on my left flank here, and he's coming after me. He's gonna machine gun my dudes. I'm pretty sure he just caused more pins. I don't know if he killed anybody, but he definitely caused pins. And then I just kind of reminded, here's a reminder to Tim. I'm like, you're moving your guys away from that objective, and the objective of the game is to get objectives. So I was just trying to give him a friendly reminder, and he's like, oh, I'm just having fun killing Germans. At which point I'm like, alright, well, I'll probably win the game then. If he doesn't kill everybody first. So I guess he did kill another dude in that squad with the machine gun, or in that squad. Lighting me up. Oh, he's shooting me from that other squad over there. The regular squad over there is shooting at me again. And then his sniper shoots me again. I think he may have pinned me and not killed a guy. Yeah, so then I tried to rally again with this squad, which I was like, come on, roll not an 11 this time, guys. So I do rally them, which is great, but they only roll, it's d6 plus 1, and I roll a 1. And they've got like 5 pins on them, so then they're only down to 3 pins, which really pissed me off, because I was like, dude, I went from 5 pins to 3 pins. Thank you, rally. Ugh. Anyway, so I didn't rally effectively during this game. My NCOs were not doing their job. So anyway, this is his dudes coming around the corner, trying to get me. I'm pretty sure my second lieutenant took shots at him. And then this is just my attempt at that point to advance with my FJs over here. I wanted to get them out within 6 inches of this objective because I really want to get 2 objectives and win the game. So I kind of positioned them as, oh, this guy's hanging out within 3 inches and the other guys are hanging out in the ruins. And, you know, he probably could have gotten an angle on me to negate that cover, but I was just like, whatever, it's, you know, we're getting later in the game. I want to get that objective. So here's objective 1 is mine, objective 2 is his because he got his lieutenant over there actually. And then here's kind of a look at the board, just kind of in general. I'm pretty sure, you know, after getting these guys out there, I'm 2 and he's 1, so there you go. That's the end of the game. So I got my guys out there. Took this objective. I got the other objective near my board edge, as you can see, and then he got the other one on the other side of that building with his second lieutenant. So it was 2 objectives to 1 objective, and then I killed 3 of his squads and he didn't kill any of mine, even though he whittled down quite a bit of my FJs, which, you know, that's to be expected. So it was a victory for the Germans, which, you know, yay. That's because I got a sweet painted tank. Anyway, thanks for listening. Thanks for viewing Photo Battle Report with Bill. Thanks.